Hey there, and thanks for watching this video. I want to talk about the TEDx talk that I did from TEDx Austin in March 2023. And it only posted to the internet in June of 2023. So at the time I'm releasing this video, it's about a month old, and it currently has about 18,000 views, which isn't a lot. We're not talking about going viral. I'm not Simon Sinek or Brené Brown's with their TEDx talks. However, I'm very proud of this video. I'm very proud of the presentation that I made because I got picked to give this talk about 5 weeks before the presentation. And I spent a lot of time making sure that I crafted the message correctly. The TEDx talk is called I Did That. And I talk about how at age 50, I made a proclamation that I was going to make age 50 to 75 the best years of my life. And the way I went about this was changing my mindset, changing how I thought, doing things differently. And I had a fear of heights. So I started jumping off things. I was a little overweight, a little out of shape. I took up running, and I've run 3 half marathons. And at age 52 years old, I started doing stand-up comedy. But here's the thing. You can't just proclaim your way into the best years of your life. You have to take those efforts. You have to be willing to change. You have to put yourself out of that comfort zone. And you have to be ready for the fact that sometimes things happen that are out of your control. And in this TED Talk, I did something I've never really done in any speech I've given, and I've given about 1,400 professional speeches. And that is, I got very vulnerable. And I told the audience, and thus the world, about the mental health crisis I went through during the pandemic and afterwards due to the collapse of my business. See, I had worked for 14 years as a professional speaker, which meant I went to live events. And when we were shut down, the meetings industry closed. And yes, there were some virtual events, and I did some of that. It wasn't the same, and it didn't pay the same amount that my speaking career had done previous to the pandemic. And I had a really rough time, and my self-worth, my self-identity was caught up in my career. Now, I'm not saying that's good or bad, but I self-identified as my job. And I think a lot of you who are over 50 and maybe younger can relate to that. So during this TEDx talk, which I'd like you to go watch, I'll leave the link down below. I opened up about what it was like to go through a mental health crisis, having to identify that I was in trouble and having to tell other people and ask for help. Because you see, growing up, my generation, we didn't really tell people when we were struggling. It was considered a sign of weakness. My father would have said, "Suck it up, buttercup." And he would have meant that with love and respect and support. However, the world has changed in a good way. And so now people can talk about the fact that they're in trouble, they need help, and that maybe they're going to therapy and that they're on medication. And so I shared this with the world, and the feedback that I've gotten has been positive. More people have come to me and said, I too am going through struggles. And I want to start doing more videos again on this channel because life after 50 is awesome, but it also isn't always easy. So please go ahead, watch the TEDx talk, leave a comment down below here about what you think, and hopefully our paths will cross again. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.